Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Chris, and I'm here with another update, which I'm so sorry it's been a while, but you guys have been asking me what's going on with the film, and I'm here to answer those questions. I know there's been silence as far as the updates go, but that's simply because so much is coming at us and so many things are growing and changing and evolving, and we're trying to take advantage of the best opportunities that we have and figure out how that's going to work into some of the changes that we already have going on. It takes a lot of time, and I don't want to give an update that I have to change like the next day. So I want to be on board of what we're doing and what we're doing with the crew and what's going on. Okay, so first, yes, we're still doing this. We've been working first thing in the morning, last thing at night. There's so much coming at us. We're just looking at what to take advantage of, what opportunity to decide. Things are growing and evolving in a positive way. I'm really excited about it. And we're just trying to figure out what things we're going to change, what things we're going to do before I could actually come out with an update. So it's just pretty much overwhelming, and that's all we're thinking about. I'm not working with Brooklyn anymore, and that is simply because of timing and scheduling. It takes a long time to make a movie. It costs a lot of money to make a movie, and we just weren't able to meet that gap for the final budget, because you all know that we needed more money than the $85,000 on the Kickstarter. We needed extra private investors to hit that budget goal, and that wasn't happening in our time frame of October, November, December. And then Brooklyn got busy with other projects. She's really busy working on her other stuff. So it just made sense at that point to cut ties. But you know, one door closes, another door opens. And I'm very happy to say that I have a new director and crew, which I will introduce you to the new director in just a minute here. But we've changed a few things, and I think it's definitely for the better, really positive changes. So originally we were gonna make that vegan zombie movie, A44, in about an hour and 45-minute time frame. Then we were going to possibly do a series, which I really wanted to happen. Now what is going to happen is we're focusing on the series. With a series could possibly come a movie in the future, but I'm so happy to be able to bring even more of an experience to you guys. So instead of having a movie, we have 10 episodes for a series, and we're going to focus on putting all of our resources into a 22-minute pilot, a proof of concept that we can pitch to different networks. So the reasoning behind that is if we can't close that gap for the budget for the movie, and we need to cut a lot of things, then we're not going to have, you know, the true cinematic experience that we want you guys to see. But if we narrow that down to a 22-minute pilot, then we can make the quality that it deserves, that you deserve, and that the world deserves. And that's our goal. That's what we've been working on, condensed into the 22-minute without giving away the end or middle of the script. It's amazing, and I'm excited. It's action-packed, and it throws you right into the thick of it right away. It's evolving every day, the character development, every little detail of this, it means something, and it's tied into the rest of the entire script. I wish I could say more, but you know, you're just gonna have to wait and see it. So without further ado, I introduce you to my director, Ben Richardson.
All right, glad to meet everybody, you know, virtually, digitally for the first time.
This is how it happens.
Yeah, I love it. This has been a really exciting project, and I have just been so thrilled to be in this since day one when you told me. I think it was like the end of November, it was like November 29th or something, when Chris had given me a call and sent me some emails and asked what I thought about it. And it's been, what a wild ride. I mean, I think you mentioned that we've been working on it every single day, but we actually have been working on it every single day. I mean, it's like people are talking about it first thing in the morning, and then they're getting home at night, and then we're talking about it again. And every single day we were working to how to take this idea, these awesome characters and this awesome world that you've created, and distill it down into something that we can do, you know, because within our budget and within all of the resources that we have. And so we ended up coming up with this pilot for a series, which is what you've always wanted to do, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's great.
Yeah.
And we actually know each other because of one of my family members. And you're from the Syracuse area.
I'm from upstate New York, so, you know.
Which, by the way, I know we told you guys we were going to film in Syracuse, and then we're like, we're going to have to shoot it in LA. but it looks like we're going to shoot it in Syracuse after all.
Upstate New York is a beautiful place to shoot, especially in the fall. We're looking at shooting at the end of September.
Yeah,
You know, when the fall and the leaves just start to change, the sun is really beautifully golden this time of year. And like, look at A Quiet Place. A Quiet Place was just shot in upstate New York. That's a gorgeous film.
And ironically, the scenery from there is almost exactly the way
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw it. It's what inspired me because that's where I grew up.
And it's where I grew up. So I'm really excited to be able to go back to my hometown and make a film there. Because right now, we are in LA.
We are.
And thank you for coming out here to meet with me. And
This is the whole reason
our
I
whole
came
crew.
out to LA this time, was to meet with the
Yeah.
with the crew. And you know, why don't you just tell the audience like what kind of things you've done, that you're just not some, oh, you want to make a movie. Like, what kind of movies
Yeah.
have you worked on that maybe they would recognize?
Yeah, well, I'm working around the clock all the time on things, but the number one thing that people out there would recognize is an Amy Schumer film, I Feel Pretty, which I ran the Los Angeles unit. And it's funny enough that we actually shot it in this house that we're in right now. We shot it, the pickups for it, and upstairs, and I think you showed it in a video.
Well, I did a vlog when we got
yeah.
here today, and he told me about it. So check that vlog out over my YouTube channel. I don't know if it's posted yet by the time you're seeing this, but look out for it. It's pretty cool.
Done that. I've worked on numerous national ad campaigns, you know, for Mountain Dew and Dodge. And actually, when I was in Syracuse, I worked for a production company that was there, and we got a lot of Addy Awards for commercials. But I moved to LA because I wanted to make films. I didn't want to just sell stuff with commercials. And I came out here to mentor under Shane Hurlbut, you know, and you might know him from Terminus Ovation, or Need for Speed, or Drumline is still like really, really popular. Everybody knows that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he's been a really great mentor, and I've gotten to work and shadow him on a number of large projects, large Netflix films, you know, that are coming out next summer. Actually, there's some really cool sci-fi genre films coming out.
And that's pretty much where it's at these days. The
Yeah.
series, Netflix.
Yeah, and that was one of our biggest motivations, right? Like, we wanted
I
to
think
get,
so, yeah.
Yeah, you've always wanted it to be a series, and we wanted to get it out there into the world, and distributors really, really want a series. They want to dive into these characters, and you have such awesome, I love the characters that we're working with, you know?
Yeah, they keep growing every day. So
Yeah.
the characters, how they were from when I first made them to like a few months ago to where they are now. I mean, there's so much detail in each and every one, and we keep like trying to figure out, well, you know, how did this come about? Like, what did he do then, or what did she do there, and like, how was their background? Like, we're developing.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like these are real people.
Yeah, developing their really rich backgrounds and setting them up on a trajectory that is going to be really exciting coming right into the film, but then it's going to set you up for a whole world in a really nice long series where you can dive deeper into the characters and really get to know and love them.
And the way we did it is you'll dive right into the
the
22-minute action pack
right off the bat
throughout the whole entire thing.
Yeah.
But then it will take increments of the script that I wrote originally, and we'll take parts of that story and put it in, so you can kind of like flashback and kind of see each character development and how they got to where they are.
Yeah.
And now I know we went from calling it the Vegan Zombie to calling it A44, but I don't think we're going to call it A44. However, A44 is still going to be in it, and it's really going to be relevant, and you guys will see it in a certain episode, and it will bring everything together very nicely. We've been thinking about what we are going to call it, and a couple nights ago we were in the car driving in LA traffic, and I said something from the most revised version, and we were all like, that's the name of it. We're pretty sure that we have the new name for what we're doing. However, it's not completely locked in, so we're not going to say it yet. So continue to check out our Facebook or Instagram A44, and when we make that change, it'll just roll over to the new name, which I really think everybody's going to like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really...
They're one and the same, the Vegan Zombie A44 and this new thing. It's all the same thing. It's just, what are we going to call it? What is the best thing to get the message across to the people?
Our story's evolving, and we're really just diving deeper into it and learning how to communicate that really well. Yeah, I'm thrilled. I'm really thankful to be a part of this project too, and I look
We
forward
met
to
with the DP today.
Oh, yeah,
today
so-
at Little Pine, Moby's
Little Pine.
restaurant.
Oh, man.
And we have our writer in one of these many rooms.
Our writer is somewhere around here.
Somewhere in
He's
this
great.
mansion.
He's a BBC award-winning writer. He's done some really great work, and we really wanted to bring him into, because there's a lot of work to do now that we're fleshing it out into a series. We need to build that team, and Chris has been really helping out do that, because you need art directors and you need writers, and
That's the next thing we're trying to do.
Cinematographers. Yeah,
So,
we're building it out.
We want to show you guys our vision before we make the movie, because it costs a lot of money to make the movie.
Yeah.
So what we got to do right now is develop these characters, what it looks like,
Mm-hmm.
maybe like posters and concept art.
Yeah, so-
and we want to show you guys. We want a visual, so you guys,
Yeah.
that's Harley.
We're gonna
That's
show you
Amy.
our main characters, and we're gonna show you the world that we're gonna explore, the locations we're gonna be at, and our characters and the action that's gonna happen. We'll have really detailed concept art, and we'll have some speed paintings, like just to crank it out so that people really understand the world. And we actually start doing that this week, so we'll have updates with that in a few weeks.
And then by the next time I come out here, which is probably in a couple months, we're going to do film tests and stuff
Yeah, that's
like
going
that.
to be that'll be a lot. You'll probably have a number of videos on that one.
So
we're going to test cameras and lenses, and we're going to do lighting tests with our makeup. We'll do some makeup tests to kind of see how it reacts with the lenses and everything.
And the other thing that Ben wanted to do was he wanted to shoot this on actual film, and I'm like, that's a great idea. And then I thought about it for a second. I'm like, wait a minute, we can't do that, because film, as some of you may know, that it's not vegan friendly. It's gelatin in film. So what we're going to do is we're going to get that same film look, and we're going to use digital.
Yeah, not to give away too much, but there's a certain way that film renders colors, and especially mixed lighting. If you talk about shooting things at nighttime, a lot of times you'll have those street lights that are one kind of orange color, and then you'll have lights that you'll see on a barn, and they're kind of more minty, cool, and like you have gross fluorescence and beautiful home tungsten lights that are warm, and you have all of this mix, and film renders that in such a beautiful painterly way, and we're using that for inspiration. Not to mention the whole look of Super 16 is really beautiful, and that's really where the zombie film started, was shooting on Super 16, right? Night of the Living Dead was shot on Super 16.
Was it?
I guess we're gonna have to fact check that.
We're going to check it out. But that was a long time ago.
But it has that grit, and it has that emotion and that grit that you really want in a film like this, and we're going to replicate that.
So I'm trying to think if I left anything out. We're going to do a Q&A in a couple days. Probably not a couple days by the time you see this video, but we're going to do a Q&A, Ben and I, and we'll answer any of your questions that we can. We still are looking for those private outside investors, but the gap has narrowed down significantly from not having to get that full budget for a feature, and going for that 22-minute pilot is going to be definitely doable. We're going to be shooting in September.
I mean, we're more than halfway there already, and that budget and what we're looking to do is very attainable for what we're doing, and we can do that by September, and we're looking to do it right in September, like we talked about. And that was a big motivating factor for turning it into a pilot as opposed to a whole movie. But I'm really glad that we did, because it opens the world up and lets us dive deeper into our characters.
Oh yeah,
which is really exciting,
Instead of a movie, like, this is a whole world. This is a whole world we're developing. Each episode, it's going to be, there's so much detail in every character, and in the small little town that this is happening in, and how it relates to veganism, how it relates to everyday, the world, the environment, our food, and in a very entertaining way. So I think...
I mean, and we are doing the entire vegan production.
Which is, I got these guys on board with that. Like, it's all vegan.
Yeah, you were a little nervous when you pitched it to me, because the film industry is very, I don't want to say it's just very consumer heavy.
I don't want anything on set to not be vegan, which means anything we provide. So if we're providing like clothing for a character, vegan shoes.
Well, any of the fans' money is only going to be spent on purchasing like vegan props. If you're talking shoes, they're going to be vegan shoes.
Non-leather, that thing.
Not
you
leather.
guys already know this, but the integrity is still there.
Yeah.
Always, if I'm the head of something that I created, then There will be nothing non-vegan. All cater. All the crew knows that, you know, for those 5 days, it's going to not. So this one's not going to take us a month to shoot. It's going to take us 5 days to shoot, and everything, all catering will be vegan. And I think
I'm looking forward to that. I think we're going to make some stuff out of your cookbook, right?
we will. Ben had some vegan French toast today at Little Pine.
It
was so
might
good.
have been the best French toast I ever had, to be honest.
It probably was the best I've
Try
ever
Little
had.
Pine if you haven't tried it.
So sorry that we haven't had an update in a while. Hopefully there's going to be more of these. And like I said, my YouTube channel, that's you know, this is for you on the Kickstarter channel, but my YouTube channel will have behind the scenes of everything that we do. The more I come out here to LA to work on the stuff, and then, you know, ultimately the final project will be filmed in Syracuse.
It's going to be up there.
Well, Syracuse area, upstate New York, Syracuse
Yeah.
area, yes, not LA.
Not LA.
So
Yeah, Syracuse is a great place to shoot.
all right, guys. Hope this answered most of your questions. I probably missed something there, but I'll do more of these. And remember, we're going to have the live, and we're also probably going to do a little video with our writer. So
Yeah, let's go grab him.
I forgot what his name is. Is it Chris?
There's
No,
a
it's
lot
not.
of Chris's on this project.
All right. So thank you guys. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go over and do that for the all the latest updates on that. If you missed the Kickstarter, there will be more opportunities to be involved in this. And again, we're looking for those outside investors. So any of you that were willing to do the outside investor packages and stuff, get at me. Before I was sending everybody to Brooklyn, but again, we're not working together anymore. So just come back to me.
Go to Chris, you know, and I'm sure you guys have a lot of answers, or you guys have a lot of questions. We have most of the answers, and we're going to have all of them soon. So looking forward to keeping you guys updated, and just thank you for contributing to this project. I'm really grateful to be a part of it too. So thank you.
Without you guys, we wouldn't be where we are right now.
That's right.
Doing this project, and thank you.
Yeah.
So see you guys soon.